Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So California's offense will get the first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. That's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wilson to pass. Punch it out of the air. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Rodgers. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Finds a man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Big fullback's got it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Go straight ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneaks.
it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes...
There he goes! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Blasted as he lets it go. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on FK if they can stop him on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wilson will throw. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
That is an awesome play out front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushes loose. Go get that QB.
They boot it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Now on first down from the 43. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On the run, it's Singletary. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singletary. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, on that third down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
Fires on the move. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cal! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Denson. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys.
Turning it on! Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Tigers had this offense rolling. The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
A really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Dropping back, it's Denson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Hunt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Denson. The screen, he can go.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 19. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Gets it down to the 33 to pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Clemson is quick to the line. To the air on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Using his legs, it's Singletary. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Denson. Tight end finds a soft spot. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes one man miss. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking for room. It's Rodgers. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They take the lead with the 6.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Got his man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. The Golden Bears want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. They'll run for it. He's in open space downfield. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 2 to Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open, and yes, he sailed.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Wilson to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now they'll run it to the right here. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wilson will throw. Got the quick pass. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Martin. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Using his feet to buy time. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the 4th quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barbarian. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Clemson jumps to the line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Off the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 34 to Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking for a man. It's Denson. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple. Pulls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's